The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that, dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So Florida Atlantic's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Using his legs, it's Willis. Got the first down, looking for more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gill. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Nixon. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
They'll leave it with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Running it to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well stick with him. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Orange. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Card. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Smith. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at...
And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. It's Henry. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Orange line up here on 3rd and inches. Surging forward on the sneak. No need to get too cute there or overly creative. Just push the ball forward and get the first down.
I completely agree. I hate when people get creative. Just easy money, downhill, run the QB, get the first down.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Nixon. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cuse.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. They're trailing by 10 to Illinois. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. With the catch, it's Henry. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Ross Simmons. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The run to the left. Running to Green. Turning it on. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown.
Florida Atlantic, 0.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll keep it himself. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Rides to back and leaves it. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
The pass on
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
38-yard line.
Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited, and a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
Right back to the well. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Henry. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The sure hands. It's Messer. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line. And getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. A little screen to the running back. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it! And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Breaks into the open. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Owls will hustle to the line. Grabbed behind the line. It's Messer. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today.
Snags a quick pass on the left.
They're trailing by 10 to Illinois. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, going up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive, David.
Definitely, and they got the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Open space at the 25. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. With the catch, it's Sands.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quick completion on the out. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Henry. And he's brought down after a nice game. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle, it's Henry. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Caught in the backfield. It's Sands. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And he gets to the line quickly and spikes it, saves a little time, and they'll have a chance to put a 3-spot on the board before halftime. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. That is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good 1st half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll start the third quarter with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Florida Atlantic races to the line. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Orange. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Syracuse, 28. Florida Atlantic, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Messer. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Ross Simmons. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Hauls it in down the sideline. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
25.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The short hands, it's Gill. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Nixon. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Running the red zone, it's Nixon. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cuse.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Florida Atlantic, 25.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
1st and 10.
Gives it on the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. They'll go to the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Caught behind the line. It's Henry. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Cook. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Gill. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. 3rd down play from the gun. Finds the tight end. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ross Simmons. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The give to the back. Finding an escape route. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Orange converted and picked up that last 1st down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. Going to the run, it's Willis. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, and they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. On the run, it's Willis. Nifty little juke, and he's out to the 37 before he stopped. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Fires to the big fella. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Touchdown, Syracuse! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Florida is currently ahead of the scoreboard, but it's clear Tim Tebow's not out there, and because of that, I don't see a blowout today in the Swamp. They're up by a field goal over Illinois. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Messer. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Brings up 2nd down.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Florida Atlantic races to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got a man, it's Sands. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Gill. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. They give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for room, it's Willis. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Syracuse 48, Florida Atlantic 25.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Messer. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Offense working from the pistol. On 4th down, going to the air. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Going with the counter play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.